Week 3 of the SFL concludes this evening as the Philadelphia Cougars play host to the San Jose Flight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Daggs. Joining me in the booth is not only just Gerald Smith, but also Mickey Melillo. You're watching the Simulation Football Minor League on YouTube. Gerald, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing great because now we actually get to have some sort of a sandwich happening.
Well, that just sounds weird, but Mickey, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm a little creeped out now, to be honest with you, Mike. I didn't know I was going to be the meat in a buffalo sandwich here.
Well, I don't know that you are the meat. You might be the bread. I'm not really sure what sandwiches have anything to do with anything, to be honest with you. But we got some football going on tonight. I do know that much. Philadelphia Cougars, San Jose Flight. A couple of teams that have had their seasons go a little differently so far. San Jose currently 0-2 on the season. Philly at 1-1. And San Jose looking for their first win of the season this evening, but going up against Philly here at home. Gerald, what do you think San Jose's got to do to try to get their first win, get that O out of that win column?
Well, San Jose is actually the least scoring offense in the league up to this point, right? Only getting 38 points across 2 games, while everybody else is 41 and above that. So that's just something that they're going to have to do right there, is actually put more points on the board and actually slow down their opponent.
Well, we'll see what they're able to do as the teams are down on the field getting ready for kickoff.
I choose tails.
Coin toss underway. Mickey, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Brandon Brennanstall, because right now he's leading the league in average yards per game and yards per carry. So San Jose has to figure out how to stop him, as he's the leader of the minors right now.
San Jose losing last week to Chicago. It was a close one, 20-17. That one went to overtime. So close to getting their first win, but unable to get it done. But they'll get another chance at it tonight, and they'll start off with the football first, as kickoff is underway here in Philadelphia. Kick drops back at about the 14-yard line. Oh, nice return. Couple of spin moves up past the 40. Gets tackled at the 41. And San Jose will start there with Isaac Covert, the quarterback, 6'2", 220-pound quarterback. A couple of halfbacks on this team, Bismarck Wright and Rain Storm. Wide receivers, Devin Lloyd, Ed Williams, and Ezekiel Bear. Arnold Paca is the tight end. Jasmine Swift at center. First down and 10 from the 41. Let's get this game going. Appreciate those of you who are joining us in the chat tonight. We'll be sure to shout out some of you later on throughout the evening. First handoff goes to Bismarck Wright up the middle for a gain of 5. Second down and 5 now. Looking at the Philadelphia defense, Connor O'Shaughnessy is the defensive end. Ben Bowman at inside linebacker. Jimmy Burgett is the outside linebacker. Havo Ramsey and Miranda Dumas are the corners. Dominic Shalizzi and Eaton Moss are the free safeties. J.J. Bailey, the strong safety. And Gerald saw a lot from Miranda Dumas last week. Had quite a game for Philly in their 31-17 win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we actually called that game last week. And, you know, like the Dumas crew, you had Jared doing his thing in the receiver position. Then you had Miranda doing her stuff on the defensive side. So really, really good on the defensive side, especially her. She played.
Bismarck Wright gets the first down and gets it into Philly territory.
That was just a great run by Bismarck Wright right there, just finding the hole just inside the tackle position, had wide open, being able to pick up the 3 yards and pick up the first down there. Just great run there by Wright.
And to Mickey's point there, last week between Rainstorm and Bismarck Wright, they combined for over 130 yards on the ground last week.
And speaking of Rainstorm, gets the carry there. That one only goes back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd down and 10. Philly getting their first win on the short season here over Pittsburgh last week. Pretty dominant all game long. Pittsburgh started off strong, scored first, but then it seemed to be all Philly the whole rest of the way. On 2nd down, Covert throws over the middle. How a jumping one-handed catch. Devin Lloyd. 6-foot receiver, but he just looked like he was 8 foot tall.
Oh, Devin Lloyd right there. He's only 6 feet tall, but he just stuck that paw out there to pick it up. First pass by the flight there, and what a pass it was. Great catch there by Devin Lloyd.
He one-handed it without any fear at all. Just went up and grabbed it like Mickey said. And what a way to convert to get themselves, as they're kind of look like they're right in the edge of field goal range right now.
First down and 10 from the 28. This pass gets dumped down to Bismarck Wright. Lowers the shoulder, gets past the first down marker, all the way down to the 1 yard line. First down and goal for the flight.
Oh, everything went right for Bismarck Wright right there. Just a couple of good moves after the catch. Dipping and diving and just turning his whole way down there and just being able to pick up first and goal from the 1 or 2 yard line there.
And it was one of those perfect plays, I think, too, because you look at it, they actually sent the receivers way down the field in man coverage and forced the linebackers and DBs to actually turn their back right there, and the quarterback dumped it off, saw what was happening, dumped it off as they would pick up the yards and get them right here at the 1.
First down and goal for San Jose as they look to strike first. Offside eye in the backfield. Covert will pass, throws up top, and it is caught, but tackled just shy of the goal line. Rainstorm with the catch, 2nd and goal.
And that was great coverage there. I think that was Jimmy Burgett right there on that coverage to make sure that Rainstorm could not get in the end zone, just to save it for hopefully another couple of plays so they only have to kick a field goal.
2nd and goal from the goal line, Gerald. That's your favorite place for the ball to be.
Yeah, that's not a thing. It's a touchdown.
We'll see.
But it's not there.
Covert hands the ball off, and he is stuffed. Rainstorm loses about 1.5 to 2 yards. Ben Bowman, Gerald, you saw a lot of him last week.
Sure did, and he was a player last week when we called the game that was so dominant on defense. When there was a run needed to be stopped, he was right there playing sideline to sideline, and he showed right there he can actually play in between the tackles as a linebacker as well.
3rd down and goal. Will they throw? Will they run? Covert under center. Puts Bear in motion down to the weak side. Pitch up top into the end zone. Touchdown San Jose. Rainstorm putting it across the goal line.
When it rains, it storms, and Rainstorm puts 6 on the board for the flight there for the first score of the game. Just a great job there reading the defense. Saw that the inside was being stuffed by the front 4 there of the Cougars defense. Just going around the outside, finding a little bit of a hole, getting in, putting 6 on the board.
And one of the things he looked like he did as well, they actually ran away from the side that Ben Bowman was on and decided to take their chances out there going up against like the strong safety and J.J. Bailey running to that side. So I would have done the same thing, stay away from Ben Bowman.
I was to say, that's just a smart idea. Ben Bowman, the 6'3", 251-pound linebacker for Philadelphia, looks like he's major league ready right now and absolutely playing lights out football. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Philadelphia now in possession of the football. They get it up to their own 25-yard line, where Brock Williams will come out onto the field to get things going. He threw 34 passes last week, only completed 16 of them, but 256 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, Gerald, no interceptions, played a clean, efficient game.
I don't think I've seen a quarterback like have under 50% passing with 3 touchdowns, no interception with the over 100 passer rating.
Yeah, to get the rating in triple digits with a 47% completion percentage is impressive. Oh, well, so much for clean football. It's picked off on the first pass of the game for Philly, and San Jose in control right now.
Just a great job there, reading the quarterback by the linebacker, just picking him off, jumping the route, try to get to the outside. If he was able to get past that tackler right there, that would have been a house call for sure.
I thought Mickey was going to call me out for throwing out a broadcaster curse through no picks last week, and this week his first pass is a pick.
I was giving you a little bit of credit there, Gerald.
Listen, I blame the fact that Mickey's even here. He snuck into the booth in our suitcase. I didn't even know he was in there.
Hey, it's a free trip.
So San Jose, not only back in control, but in the red zone to start this drive as he gets it up top to Rain Storm. Storm picks up 6, scored the touchdown on the opening possession, and in scoring range already. 2nd down and 4.
It seems like they're actually using, that same type of passing. They use that, quite maybe 2 or 3 times on the last drive to success. One almost took it in the end zone. So it seemed like we might see a lot more of that.
Split backs now in the backfield. Can hand this one off to Bismarck Wright. He'll get a first down. Now 1st and go. Mickey, 2 1st and goals now for San Jose, and we're only in the first quarter. Only 1 play by Philly so far in this game.
Well, it just goes to show you how dominant and how great that the flight planned for this game. Great defense to start the game. They're controlling the ball. They've had it for over 5 minutes already. Just a great job by the coaching staff for San Jose.
Oh.
Pitch down to the bottom and just waltzes into the end zone. Bismarck Wright puts points on the board for the flight. Touchdown, San Jose.
The blocking on that right there was phenomenal. A hat on a hat, easy run in for Bismarck Wright.
Just a great job. You can see all the blocking. Look at the line there, and even his lead blockers. There was a hole big enough to run a Mack truck through, and Bismarck saw it, and he said, I'm getting 6, and I'm going to do it in style. Let me dive into the end zone.
I think even I could have taken that pitch and gotten that one in the end zone.
I could have taken my snowball truck.
Yeah.
We all like snowballs. Even Mickey likes snowballs.
He does. How can he not like snowballs?
I live in the desert. Of course I love snowballs.
Mickey down in Reno most of the time.
But I wanted a trip to Philly, so I snuck a suitcase.
Well, you just wanted to come back up to the Northeast where, you come from.
Exactly.
You gotta return home every once in a while.
Yeah, but it's Philly. I'd rather be in New York. You know what I mean?
We're in the land of the cheesesteak, Mickey.
Gino or Pats?
The heck did he just say?
Geno's or Pat's? Which cheesesteak do you like?
Oh.
I don't know.
That's a very good question. I'm stumped. I don't know because look, we actually had a conversation last week, Mickey, where it was like Pittsburgh against Philly, and we're wondering who's got the better cheesesteak. And some were even saying we're giving it up to Pittsburgh, saying that they had a better cheesesteak than Philly, which is named after Philly cheesesteak.
Right.
Odd. And it was that Cheese Whiz or real cheese.
Right,
I didn't know where. I have no idea.
You got to go with the Whiz.
Wow. People didn't like the Whiz in chat last week.
Well, anyway, Philly now back in. I don't know. I kind of had a brain freeze for a moment. It was because of the snowball. Philly in possession of the ball. Now only 1 play for the Cougars, and it was an interception. This time they'll go down to the ground. Brandon Brennenthal gets his first carry of the ball game. He'll pick up 7 yards. Let's go through the starting roster for Philly. Brock Williams is the quarterback. You just saw Brandon Brennenthal. Him along with Frank Udon are the halfbacks. King Alexander, Benshad K, and Jared Dumas are the wide receivers. Cables McGill, Day Z Peace, and Jonathan Kilgore are the tight ends. This one goes back down to Brennenthal. Nope, excuse me, that's Udon, and he gets almost enough for the first down, gains about 2.9.
2.9. That's very precise by you right there, Mike. But I think you're right. The ball's going to be right there before the line to gain. And I can't see anything. The passing game didn't work last drive. They're going to hand it off to Brennan Stahl here just to get the first down.
And he was really good last week. 20 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice little move by Brennan Stahl to cut back inside and pick up that first down. And yeah, very nice game. He took a lot of pressure off of Williams, which helped with the completion percentage not being quite as high as you would want it to be. 20 carries, 93 yards, and a touchdown, like you said, along with, Brock Williams actually carried it 4 times himself, Gerald. If you remember, he had some nice runs, picked up a couple of first downs for the Cougars.
Yeah, but if you look at Brendan Stahl, he's got the neck roll. I've always said it's carried superpowers.
Yeah, Matt always said the same thing, and you both are nuts. I formation now for Philly as they'll stick to the ground game because why not? Uden picks up 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Mickey, you don't want to see him give up on the pass game after just one bad pass.
No, you don't. But you also have to give Brock Williams a chance because that probably got into his head. These are young players right here, and you want to give him a chance just to get his composure until he tries to throw another pass.
We'll throw another pass here. That one goes up top. Looked a little bit rushed as he tried to get it up to King Alexander's. 3rd down and 6.
I really do think he saw the defenders kind of coming in. They had somewhat of a pretty heavy blitz coming on, and he got it out way prematurely. Didn't let the route mature or even this guy to get open. He just seen more white jerseys coming toward the line of scrimmage, and he just rusted a little bit, I thought.
Need to get it down to the 37-yard line to keep this drive alive. They will try to do that on the ground. Questionable call there. Brennan Stahl with the carry picks up 4, but not enough. Kind of a questionable play call.
I think it goes back to what I was saying. Brock Williams right now is 0 for 2 in his passing, and his first pass was a pick. Could have been a pick 6. So you got to get the kid. He's got to settle down, get back in the right mindset to be able to try to throw the ball and be accurate with it.
Yeah, and to Mickey's point, he started out slow last week as well. He didn't start out the game very good and having, any kind of a rhythm underneath him, but he came on the latter half of the first quarter going into the last 3 quarters of the game. So maybe he's got some jitters or something. Some players go out there and they just puking garbage cans on the sideline. Maybe he's going to get out of the system. What do you think, Mickey?
Oh, that's what I did during my semifinals playoff game. I puked in the garbage can.
Well, all right. I don't know if we needed that inside information, but we have it now. There's no taking that back. Pitch up top to Rain Storm as he tries to pick up where he left off. Picks up a gain of 3 yards. Gerald, by adding Mickey to the broadcast booth tonight, we actually increased the average age of our crew.
We sure did. It makes me feel like I'm a lot
Just
younger.
I'm
a young man.
You're the youngest one in the booth.
I feel like my hair's growing back now.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Thanks.
Even the old man over here has more hair than you, Gerald.
Yeah.
That's very true.
You're the youngest one in the booth, but somehow have the least hair. That's weird.
It is totally weird now that you say it out loud.
Bismarck Wright picks up 3 yards. 3rd down and 4.
I don't bring the average age up that much, gentlemen.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You bring it up enough.
It's a significant jump.
Technically, our producer is the youngest one of the broadcasting crew tonight.
I will say he's the most handsome as well.
Oh, sexiest for sure. 4th down now. Tried to get that out to Ezekiel Bear, but well defended by Philly. And a quick 3 and out for the Flight. Currently up 14-0. Able to get out front. Nice opening drive as they methodically worked their way down the field, and then great play by the defense on Philly's first possession. Picking it off, setting them up with a first down inside the red zone, able to score on that drive. That brings you up to speed here in this one as another fair catch is called for on that punt. Philly will take over at their own 39. Gerald, we've seen a lot of running so far by Philly. Brock Williams 0 for 2. I know you said he starts off slow sometimes. When can we expect to see it pick back up a little bit?
Yeah, I would expect it to do it like now, for them to do it almost like right now, because last game what they did, they actually started out throwing a little bit more, and then they had Brendenstall actually close the game out later on in the game. So I mean, don't stray away from your young quarterback. He's still a good product out there.
We hand this one off to Brendenstall. He'll pick up a gain of 4 as we tick down to 1 minute remaining here in the opening frame.
I want to see a little bit more Brendenstall here. I want to see Williams throw it to Brendenstall, see what he could do around the outside on one of those swing passes. He's great rushing up the middle between the tackles, but let's see what he could do around the outside.
Williams under center. He'll throw. Pressure on its way. Gets the pass up top, and again, just looked a little bit rushed. Tried to get it down to Jared Dumas, and Gerald, we saw a lot out of Dumas last week. 4 receptions, 139 yards, and a touchdown. He had a monster game. That was his second target so far tonight. First one got picked off that went his way. That one hit his feet.
Yeah, and what San Jose is doing is bringing pressure, and you can see when they have a tight end out there on the line, they're actually stacking the line and bringing a blitz, trying to limit the amount of time that Williams has to throw the ball.
Another blitz coming, and it pays off. They didn't quite get home, but targeted King Alexander, his second target as well. Now 0 for 4 is Brock Williams. 2 targets to Alexander, 2 to Dumas. And Mickey, how should Philly go about trying to combat this blitz game that San Jose is throwing at them?
San Jose is just doing a great job on defense. They had the pick earlier. Right now, they're just getting inside the head of Brock Williams, and he can't shake it. They just can't shake it. They're getting in the backfield, getting into his face. They just got to figure out. The coaching staff has got to talk to the kid and tell him, let it be. Get back into your game. You know how to play the game. And just during this break at the end of the first quarter, just sit there and talk to him and say, take your time. Your line's going to do what they got to do for you.
They definitely want to protect his blind side, because you don't want your quarterback to get hit from behind.
No, indeed.
Nobody wants to get hit from behind.
No.
You just got to make sure you have protection when you're hit from behind.
Well, that's the left tackle typically when you're a right-handed quarterback. So we'll see if he's able to do what he needs to do. Bottled up behind the line. He actually ran into his protection there. Sometimes the protection doesn't do what you want it to do. Second down and 10 now. What I say? From the 31-yard line. It's the final seconds of the first quarter tick away. Tick, tick, and they're gone. First quarter in the books. 3 quarters remains here from Philadelphia. The flight, the winless flight, currently out in front, 14-0 over the Cougars. You're watching the Simulation Football Minor League on YouTube. I'm Mike Daggs, along with Gerald Smith and Double M7, Mickey Melillo, joining us as the third wheel tonight. Appreciate you being here with us, Mickey.
I appreciate the invite, and I appreciate the roominess of your suitcase to make sure I can get into the booth.
Well, I like to make sure I have a medium-sized suitcase, which is apparently plenty of room for you.
Oh, it was great. I was there watching TV, playing on my Switch.
All in the suitcase? Oh, yeah, what's going on? If you can't score on offense, do it on defense. Touchdown, Cougars on a pick 6.
There's J.J. Bailey coming up with the pick and taking it back to the house. Now, this is almost, I won't say a mirror image, but it's almost similar to how Philadelphia played last week. The opening drive there allowed their opponent to go down there and score a touchdown. The defense kind of stood tall, right, even though he was put in a bad position, and ended up 14 down. But here they got a couple of good stops on San Jose and actually forced themselves in a pick 6 right here to actually cut the lead in half.
And Gerald, I got it to your point. Yeah, that was a mirror image of the interception at the beginning of the game, except J.J. Bailey with the one-handed grab for the pick 6.
Extra point is up and good, and Philly puts some points on the board by using their defense. 14-7 as they cut into San Jose's lead. Are you liking the game so far? Are you liking this weird broadcast crew? Then smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support.
I have a marketing campaign thing for Minnesota. They need to have one of the games, one of their premium home games next season. We need the double M7 bobblehead, not in a legend uniform, but make them like 007, but double M7 look like secret agent.
Like wearing like a tuxedo or
tuxedo.
Yeah. Well, should his head be the part that wobbles or the leg? I mean,
the leg.
Yeah, right. So you can like pull it back and like kick paper footballs with it. That would be. I'd buy one. I'd buy two.
We need that. We need that now.
Oh, there we go. Look at that pass. Ezekiel Bear gets the catch in traffic. Double coverage gets the first down.
I'm still pondering about this bobble leg, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, bobble leg.
Yeah, bobble leg. I think we broke Mickey a little bit. He's like, I don't know what this means, but we need that. The name just suits it.
It's
almost double M7 bobble leg night.
You can put right on your desktop and say it's almost life size.
And we can get Mickey one, and he can play with it in a suitcase when he's traveling with us.
Yeah. Then he'd be. Well, I won't even go there. Rainstorm picks up 5.
Mike, I knew you were going. I'm glad you stopped yourself right there.
Come to find out, I do have limits.
He does not.
Passing midfield in Philly territory. The Philadelphia defense getting a pick 6 on the last drive. Trying to prevent any more points from San Jose so their offense can get back into this one. Dominic Shalizzi getting the tackle for Philadelphia. 3rd down and 2.
And getting back to football a little bit, and not my bobble leg, the flight here is doing exactly what they did in the first half, just being very methodical and driving down the field, using Bismarck right, using the arm of Isaac Covert just to be able to move the ball down the field, but not those big plays. They're doing a great job of running time off the clock.
It's a big 3rd down for Philly right here.
And the first down easily picked up as Reynolds gets the carry. His first of the ball game. Setting San Jose up with a first down from the 35. Getting close to scoring range. The kickers in the minor league typically need to get inside the 30 before they have a chance. A little bit more yards to go. Philly could still get a stop here and prevent any more points. Can always look for another interception too. Both quarterbacks throwing one so far in this game. Going back down to Rainstorm, picks up 6. And Mickey, that's been part of the problem for Philly is the running backs for San Jose picking up big chunks of yards.
And it's a great 1-2 combo that San Jose has.
Oh, for sure.
They've got Wright, who's picking up 6 feet, 225. Rainstorm, 6 feet, 230. You got 2 big backs there that usually on first contact, they're not going to go down. They need to have second or third contact just to be tackled.
High formation on 2nd down. Handoff to Bismarck right. Hit in the backfield, tackled for a loss. Gerald, the Philly defense does not want to give up any more yards to San Jose.
Yeah, and that's something they needed right there, right? To force the team in somewhat of a 3rd and medium type distance, so you might be able to, maybe put some pressure on the quarterback and Covert and see if you can force another mistake for them to actually turn the ball around because they're right here on field goal range.
Rollout by Covert. Throws to a wide open Bear. First down and 10 inside the red zone.
And you gotta give the flight credit there. The protection that they gave Covert. Just he had all day to throw that ball.
Yeah, and the tackle right there actually pancaked the DN to give the quarterback a lot of time to find somebody open, and he was able to find Bear wide open.
The polar bear. He's wearing all white.
He's wearing all white.
Henceforth, he shall be known as the polar bear.
Yeah, the polar bear.
about the size of a polar bear. Well, actually a little small for a polar bear. Oh, another interception. Look at this. This is crazy.
Again?
Linebackers just picking off passes. Oh, that's J.J. Bailey again. Second interception for Bailey. That one didn't go to the end zone, but still ends the San Jose drive, and now Philly's offense has a chance to get this tied up on this one.
It looks like every time the quarterbacks are turning to the right-hand side to throw that ball, it's usually a medium pass about 5 to 7 yards. The linebacker is there, and J.J. Bailey is actually the strong safety. He must have came up once he saw, and he was just there in perfect coverage. Didn't even have to move. It got thrown right to him.
And the defense played similar ball last week, which helped him turn the tide around. And look at the first play right here.
Wow, Brock Williams finally finds his connection with Jared Dumas. A huge pickup on first down.
And that's going to shake the cobwebs and the jitters out of the kid right there. Just a great pass right on the money for Dumas. And just first down right off the bat. You're probably going to see a lot more passing here from Brock Williams.
J.J. Bailey in the chat says, just put the baby to bed. I don't know if that's a euphemism or if he actually put his child to bed, but he's also got 2 picks.
I think you want to keep that baby awake because you got 2 picks while he's still
The
up.
baby's missing a good football game.
Oh, my God.
Look at that, threading the needle. Oh, putting it right between 2 defenders, and King Alexander getting the catch. Man, you said Brock Williams starts off a little slow and gets hot later. Well, he's hot now.
Boy, he's just throwing balls through people and getting the ball down there to him because it took 2 picks for him to wake up and says, now it's time. Or maybe he got that bad Philly cheesesteak out of his belly and started playing right.
That cheese whiz finally digested. Now I can play.
I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with Cheese Whiz. I like Cheese Whiz.
Oh, I like it too. It's just not real cheese. Oh, went to the well one too many times. Picked off and returning it back the other way. Crossing midfield. Spinning all the way up to the 45-yard line. San Jose gets the pick and regains possession of the football. Everything that was going well for Philly just comes to a grinding halt.
What a pick here for, I believe that's Archuleta right there. Just picking it up, getting right in front of the receiver, and just these moves, a little juke to the left. Then he's going to washing machine and spin move right here. And then it takes 2 guys to bring him down.
He took one too many chances and threw it in coverage. He wasn't able to throw it there, and they're actually looking, the safety sitting back there and just stepped right in front of it. Very, very good. Him playing a center field, so to speak, and getting right in the way and watching where the quarterback's eyes are looking, was able to jump right in front of it and pick it off.
Isaac Covert back under center as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Pickup of 2 yards, and been kind of a pick fest, Gerald. We've seen both quarterbacks throwing multiple picks.
Yeah, but man, it's like, I think Covert needs to stay away from throwing if you see J.J. Bailey playing the line of scrimmage or somewhere up, because when he's gotten those picks, he's been inside 5 yards. He needs to keep an eye out to where he's at and stay away from him.
Covert in the shotgun does a pitch down to the bottom. Reynolds picks up 4 yards, bringing up a 3rd down and 4.
That's going to be an interesting play call here. Will they pass the ball or will they stay on the ground, which has been steady all night long here to pick up first down?
Putbacks in the backfield on 3rd down and 4. Covert. Delayed handoff to right and well defended by Ben Bowman.
He's playing himself. I tell you, he's playing himself into a pro contract. This is the 2nd game we've seen him in a row. He played phenomenal last week, really, really big, and stopping the run and doing things like that. And he's doing similar things this game, and now he's forcing San Jose to punt.
A very short kick. Drops down at about the 25, but a nice 10-yard bounce and then rolls for another 3. A very favorable San Jose bounce on what was otherwise a very short punt. Now Philly has another shot to try to get this game tied up, but the offense really has not looked good. We saw a couple of nice passes, Mickey, on that last drive, but Went to the well one too many times. I think they need to get that run game a little bit more involved as well. You talked about Brennanstall in the opening.
Yeah, no, Brennanstall, they used him a lot when Williams wasn't completing any passes. And I think Williams was taking too many risks last drive, and that's why he threw that pick.
Brennanstall gets a bunch of yards there and will tack on a little bit more. So it looks like there was a face mask call.
5?
Gerald, you're never happy with the incidental face mask call. You think all of them are egregious.
Dude, he pulled his face mask so hard his feet went in front of his body.
No.
Maybe he didn't, but maybe he flopped.
No, I'm with you, Gerald. He turned around. He did a 180 after he got tugged. That's at least a 15.
You are both dramatic.
We
Williams
are not.
up top. Trying to get it out to King Alexander. It's incomplete. Second down and 10. Shout out to those of you who are with us in the chat tonight. Devin Lloyd, TRB Dominic, Aaron Gooden, Jason Peace, Marco Swift, Jared Dumas, Chris Britton. I saw the Lakeman, and there he is. John Lakeman with us. Damon Simeon, Hall of Famer in the house. Appreciate everybody being here and participating in the chat as we see this Week 3 minor league game play out. 3rd down and 10. Do you think Williams does any short throws, or does he just bomb them all downfield?
I think he's just a gunslinger.
Yeah.
I don't think he's thrown anything under 5 or 7 yards yet. He's always going down the field.
Well, now he's got to pick up at least 10 to keep this drive going. 3 minutes, 18 seconds in the first half. Williams in the shotgun. Gives himself some extra time and almost finds Alexander. But the ball is deflected in the air, and quick 4th down. And still plenty of time with all 3 timeouts for San Jose to try to extend their lead back to 2 scores again.
One thing with San Jose, when they're on offense, though, they're very methodical and they run the clock. They do need to get a little bit of pep in their step to be able to drive the ball down probably 60 yards to be able to put points on the board.
And this is similar to what Philly was doing last week as well, right? Their defense kind of kept them in it for a little while, until their offense got their feet under them to be able to start moving the ball and be a little bit more efficient on offense. And it almost seems like that's what's happening, even though they've had very, very limited success on offense in terms of scoring any points. I'm not even sure they had gotten across the 50 yet, but they've actually got points on the board via their defense and the pick 6 from J.J. Bailey.
San Jose starts at their own 39-yard line. Ball is handed off to Bismarck Wright. Runs right back into the line of scrimmage. And, more effectively runs right back into Ben Bowman, Gerald.
Yep, and guess what? You know me. I like to collect linebackers in Louisiana.
Well,
I got my eye on the double B right now. Ben Bowman.
The double B played for the D.C. Dragons in the Major League last season.
We can get him.
You taking him? You still won't share, will you?
Of course not.
I'm a little short on linebackers. You'd think you'd help me out, but no.
It's a battle.
Yeah. I'm gonna slash your tires. 3rd down and 8. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. Listen, if you end up having flat tires when you leave the booth tonight, I don't know what happened.
Sure.
Just as long as you don't cut up your suitcase, I need a ride back.
Yeah, no, you're fine. The TV,
okay.
You left the TV in the suitcase on, though, Mickey.
Oh, sorry.
Battery powered. You're going to run out of juice. Covert dumps it down to Storm. Storm picks up the 1st down and more before finally being shoved out of bounds with 2:02 on the clock.
That was a great play there by Covert. His pocket was closing in on him, but he saw Rain Storm on the swing route, who was wide open, and the 2 defenders on the right-hand side of the field were cutting across, double-teaming one of the receivers going down. Just a great job by Covert to be able to read the defense and see his open man and be able to pick up the 1st down.
2-minute warning here in Philadelphia. San Jose out in front and in possession of the football. You're watching the Simulation Football Minor League on YouTube.
Connor O'Shaughnessy was in the face of Covert, and he somehow just dumped it off. to rainstorm. That was a great play.
Covert hands it off to Rainstorm again. Picks up 3 yards. Nothing but time. Minute 50. All 3 timeouts remain. Meanwhile, in Albuquerque, the Adams out in front 21-7 about midway through the third quarter over the Chicago Warriors, who have never lost a game in the minor league, currently on a 9-0 stretch. At risk of losing their first. Covert has time, throws wide open over the middle. Arnold Paca to the end zone. No, tackled at the 1-yard line. First down and goal for the Flight.
Oh, man, great job. Mike, for you, hashtag throw to the tight end right there.
Heck
And
yeah.
that tight end was coming on a great post route, wide open for Covert. And Covert, if he didn't let go of the ball, he was going to be sacked because there was a defender coming in untouched. I believe it was Dominic Shazili just coming in, but he let it go right at the right time.
Quick pass up top to Storm, and he's lucky that that was a forward pass as it bounced right off his hands. Falls harmlessly to the turf. Second down and goal. Yeah, love to see the pass to the tight end, but Paca's got to work on his speed a little bit there. You can't be getting caught from behind. Shame on you.
He's 6'6", 265. That's
no
a
excuse.
lineman.
No excuse.
No, he shouldn't be hit from behind.
You need wheels. Covert towards the end zone. That one's incomplete. Jimmy Burgett got in the way of that one. Third down and goal.
In D-way? Or maybe I just heard that wrong.
Got in the way.
In D-way. It sounded funny.
No, you know what sounds funny is your Cajun accent. That's what sounds funny.
No.
You're up here in New York. You're making fun of people that say, I'm all set.
They have the accent. You guys
Wow.
have the accent.
No, there's no accent. Oh, another pass towards the end zone. Nearly intercepted and then nearly caught. Fourth down and goal.
I do have to comment on the whole accent thing. I mean, I'm sorry, you're 2 against 1, Gerald. You got 2
Yeah.
New Yorkers here. You got a Cajun over there. Come on, forget about it.
Wow. That's an accent.
Well, he's down near Jersey.
I was actually told the other day, I was talking to somebody from Western New York area, and he's like, is that a Southern accent I hear? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're like, chaw, man, I don't know what you mean.
I could have got real deep on him, but I didn't. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Get her done. Get me some gumbo and a snowball. 9 plays, 60 yards, and a field goal to result. Now bringing San Jose back out to a 2-score lead. Albuquerque just gets another touchdown on the board. 28-7 now in the third quarter. About 4 minutes to go in the third.
Speaking of food, I went to the seafood market. It's almost like a farmer's market thing. They were advertising they got soft shell crab.
Yeah. You like soft shell crab?
Yeah, I do. I love it. So I go there, and the dude says, yeah, we had like 100 of them, and it went no sooner we opened. For $7 a piece. I wanted some of that.
Well,
That's,
guess you got to move faster.
Oh,
next time.
Mickey, have you ever had soft shell crab?
No, because biting into a shell to me is disgusting.
But it's you fry it. It's almost like a piece of chicken.
Yeah, but it's not because there's a shell.
It's not
Yeah.
chicken. It's not chicken, but it's not hard.
No, leave the shells out. I take the tails off my shrimp. I crack the shell on
Well, yeah.
on my lobster. I'm not eating the shell of a soft shell crab. That is just gross. Why would you want to eat somebody's clothes?
So Brock Williams with the pass. little outside there, incomplete.
I gotta cook Mickey some Cajun food. He's been traveling with us. We gotta do him some Cajun food, and he's gonna eat it.
2 receivers outright. That pass also incomplete. Anybody else want to call a football game?
Wait, there's a football game going on.
There is actually. If you look out the window and down at the field, Mickey.
I'm sorry. He started talking about Cajun food, and I was like,
Well, he started talking about eating whole crabs. Listen,
I'm hungry almost all the time. I don't get this physique
true.
by not being hungry.
yeah, Yeah.
Oh, go get a cheesesteak. We're in Philly.
We are in Philly.
Not with the cheese whiz.
Williams has time, pumps, under pressure, and sacked. Brought down for the sack, and San Jose going to call a timeout.
They're just having no success on offense whatsoever this game. Their only points have come from the defensive side of the ball. They're just unable to move. And credit to San Jose by, forcing them to struggle and forcing them into bad situations, that has them punting or even throwing picks.
And how about San Jose here, seeing that, they had Philly pretty well backed up, less than a minute to go, but having the guts to call a timeout because they want possession of that ball. They're going to try to score here with their 2-score lead, and I think they desperately want to get that first win. First down and 10 from their own 40.
I wouldn't expect nothing less from a Art Vandelay coach squad, by the way.
Covert hands it off to Storm. Picks up 2. I guess they just wanted to see what was going to happen there. Gerald is, I don't know, call the timeout to get the ball back, but then you just run it and don't call another timeout.
Strange.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sometimes I don't understand the coach. Let's just get it back and call our timeout and just do nothing.
Pitch up to the top as Bismarck Wright tries to get some yards. 11 seconds, and I think they'll be content to take their 2-score lead into halftime. 3rd down and 1, and not enough time to get another play up now. And now they call a timeout. Well, I'm just perplexed.
You're not the only one.
The whole booth be perplexed, in fact.
Gerald, are you perplexed?
Yes, maybe they got confused by the Cajun food and the eating soft shell crab conversation.
It could be.
It got derailed.
Well, it kind of did. Definitely not de-shelled, though. Storm picks up the first down, but nothing more than a little stat padding there as we have hit halftime here in Philly. San Jose takes a 17-7 lead into the half. Gerald, all San Jose so far, as the 7 points on the board for Philly came off of a J.J. Bailey pick 6. Otherwise, the offense not able to get a whole lot going. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I mean, just San Jose is trying to make their old goal that they've had on the season. They're trying to get that first win. They're actually playing pretty well against a pretty good Philly team that we saw play very, very well last week. And they're actually doing it. And look, they actually got 2 for 12 for Brock Williams. Only 2 completions out of 12 throws. Unreal.
That's crazy. Mickey, your thoughts so far on the game?
Well, right now it's definitely a defensive battle. I mean, when you looked at the stats right there, San Jose has 15 tackles. It just goes to show how strong San Jose's defense. On the other side, you can tell just how much San Jose has had possession of the ball, because Philadelphia had over 35 tackles just in the first half alone.
John Lakeman's got 3 tubs of popcorn in the chat, and Miranda Dumas has finally showed up to the game. So now maybe Philly's defense can start making some more plays. Better late than never, I always say. I'm Mike Daggs, along with Gerald Smith and Mickey Melillo, as we got the 3-man booth working here in Philly tonight. And the SFLM Week 3. Cameron Irvine, our producer, back at SFL Studios, making everything look pretty for us, which is good because with the 3 of us, you need something to look pretty around here.
Yeah, Mickey's the grandpa of the group.
He is the grandpa of the group. That was so refreshing to learn earlier today.
He's the grandpa of the group. I may be the youngest out of the broadcast crew tonight.
Out of the booth,
I have the least amount of hair.
That's ridiculous.
But Cam has the best hair.
He does. He makes up for your lack of hair.
And he's the youngest. He makes me look good.
Yeah, he's pretty too.
A lovely man.
Lovely indeed. Williams picking up with the quick pass. That play looked exactly like his first pass of the game. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Went back to Jared Dumas. 2nd down and 10.
So now that we know that I'm the grandpa, do I have to be in a grandpa voice for the rest of the game? Just talk like this?
Oh, I'd prefer you don't, in fact.
Okay, I won't.
Second down and 10 with 2 wide receivers split out to the top. Williams throws up top, and that one is caught by King Alexander. First down and 10 for the Cougars.
And he's just gunslinging. Brock Williams said, I was 2 for 13. Now I'm 3 for 14. Something's good got to happen if I just throw it in somebody's direction.
And San Jose there, they had a outside linebacker coming in, and if it wasn't for the back, and I didn't catch his number, put up a great block, Brock Williams was not getting that ball off.
Back down to the ground they go as Brennenstall picks up a couple of yards. Second down and 8.
And this might be, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Philly's been across the 50 very often, if at all, up until this point. They may have been. I just don't remember it because their offense just has not played well at all.
Williams rolls out, decides to take off with it, but he's caught and sacked. Third down and 11. And did that just put them back on the wrong side of the 50?
I think it did. And
Another broadcaster curse for Gerald.
Yep, that's 2 for the game. 1 more and you're out, Gerald. You're going in a suitcase to go back.
In pieces. That was very threatening. Why would I say that?
I have no idea.
I
We're
don't know
talking
either.
about eating
I'm
old
sorry.
crustaceans.
Yeah, you're going to get eaten by crustaceans at the bottom of the river.
I'm taking your place, Gerald.
Well, that was evil sounding. Quick pass by Williams into triple coverage, and poor King Alexander just gets helicoptered on that one. Fourth down, and Philly's opening drive of the third quarter comes to a halt. They'll have to punt this one away.
Yeah, I feel like Brock Williams is rushing a lot of his throws, and it's just not.
All of them have looked rushed.
And he's just not getting there. But look, credit to San Jose because they are actually creating some pressure on him, and I do think they're forcing him into throwing the ball a little bit sooner than what he wants.
And it's kind of crazy, too, because not only are they getting pressure, but once the pass is thrown, all of a sudden there's 3 defenders around the receiver. Like, how is there this many? They got enough people to blitz and cover. Are the refs counting how many players are out there? It's like 16 on defense, and nobody noticed.
This Art, he has interesting ways of making sure his team gets a win. He's a champion, a 2-time champion.
Yeah.
Champion head coach, and here he is in the minor league trying to teach these younger players how to win.
San Jose with their first possession of the second half, starting from their own 20. Covert will hand this one off to Rain Storm. Storm with a rushing touchdown in the first quarter. Picks up 2 there. High formation now on second down. Delayed handoff. Bismarck right. He'll only pick up 1 yard. Part of that 1-2 punch that San Jose offers at the halfback position.
And it's the Philly defense isn't playing bad. It's just their offense is putting them in really tough situations that they're on the field all the time. When you're out there all the time, you're going to get tired, and it actually favors the offense.
See what they can do here on 3rd and long. Devin Lloyd moves up top to join 2 other receivers. Covert throws up that way, but using those receivers as blockers, and it works to perfection as Rain Storm. Oh, well, I thought he got the first down. We might see a challenge on this one. Mickey, what do you think?
I think he got it, but if you think about it, that play was the mirror image of the play that Rainstorm did on the other side of the field before the break. Same play, same thing.
Yeah, you're right. Let's take a retroactive look at this play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. Gerald, you have a Retroid.
I do have a Retroid.
You like it?
I do like it.
You have to say you like it. It's a sponsorship.
Hey, I actually have the SFL brand one. I recommend everybody go out and get one if they're, especially if they're not only, if you want to get into coaching, it's perfect for on the go. Mickey knows he has us in the bag. He likes to see himself kick field goals. He probably just plays the game, just kick nothing but field goals.
Just watches a YouTube like
puts in
highlight
situation
reel
mode. I just want to see how far I can make it.
Yeah, watching his bobble leg.
Trying to get that motion right. You know, he's designing it ever since we've done it. That's why he's been quiet every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's probably got a paper and he's writing it down, right, Mickey?
There's some 3D modeling software.
Yeah.
I'm just drawing down here because I want to get my bobble leg in time for the convention, but you know, apparently it can't happen until season 22, according to you guys.
Get your M7 bobble leg for only $19.99 plus shipping and handling at m7.com. I'm kidding. Don't go there. I don't know what that website is, and I will not be held responsible for whatever might pop up. 2nd down and 7 as this drive by San Jose continues. Up at their own 34-yard line now. Right. Wrapped up. Your man Bowman getting another tackle.
God, I need him on my squad.
After that hit, I'm even willing to like share my nickname. That's Double B 99 right there with that big hit.
Double B double. It doesn't flow quite as well as Double M7, but
Double M7 is perfect, and it fits Mickey.
It does.
It does.
He does look like he could be an international spy. Oh, pass over the middle, incomplete. Trying to get it out to Devin Lloyd, but well defended. Pass broken up, and 4th down.
Speaking of spies, we actually talked about it, not necessarily a spy, but going in covert type situations here. Mickey looks like he can probably pass for maybe a high schooler.
He could.
He can go undercover. Double M7 undercover.
I'm not sure how that would be useful.
We can find it useful for something.
We're going to infiltrate a high school. Gerald, you're going to go to jail.
He can pedal his bobble legs around.
I don't think you should do any pedaling inside the high school. This is not okay. Let's get back to the game. No, it's not.
Perfectly okay.
Yeah, no.
We're trying to make money off of the bobble leg. That's what we're trying to do.
Maybe we'll just stick to selling it online.
Well, I'm going to get rich off of giving kids diabetes with my snowball stands.
Again, nothing to be proud of.
If I'm making money.
Who cares about their health?
Gerald, you're going to make money off my leg.
Damn straight.
Where's my cut?
You get 7% double.
No, you get your face everywhere.
Brock Williams back down to the ground. Oh, look at that. Brennanstall looking fresh with some speed. Picks up 8 on his first carry. 2nd down and 2.
I think that was Brennanstall's longest carry of the night, too. If not, it was close to it.
And look, and I think Philly's really finding out that they haven't been able to do it in the past. They're going to have to do something with the run. They're only 10 points down right now. They have plenty of time to come back, but they're going to have to keep moving the ball and get some usefulness out of the passing game instead of none at all, which is what they have right now.
I mean, the offense has yet to score, and it's because of plays like that. Frank Uden gets just bottled up behind the line, and then King McNeely comes flying in. Gets the tackle, 3rd down and 2. They got to pick this one up, Mickey. They got to keep this drive going.
They got to do something. I mean, 10 points is not a lot, but the way that this offense hasn't been producing, they've got to do something here.
Cables McGill in motion up top. Oh, there we go. 1st down picked up by Brennanstall. That'll move the chains, give Philly a fresh set of downs. Midway through quarter number 3.
It was actually a pretty good run right there. He had good blocking right up front, and he got to the 2nd level, just enough. I think he got, he needed 2, he got 3. So, but they've got to keep that up, but they got to get more yardage than that. I mean, they're just going to run out of time, but they got to keep moving the ball.
Another nice run.
There it is.
This one by Uden picks up 9.9, Mickey, to be specific once more.
9.9. Okay. I'll see. I want to see that measuring tape out there next time, Mike, though, just to let me know that it was 9.9 and not 9.7.
How many feet? How many feet is 9.9 yards?
Well, 27, 28, 20, 29, almost 30.
Yeah, I mean, if he almost 30, that's like Common Core. We're not doing that.
Brennan Sull picks up the first down. The 2024 SFL convention is headed to South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston. July 12th through 14th, it'll feature live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgating, pool party, the first ever in-person Matt Wilson weekly kickoff show, and more. For all the convention details, visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more. Mickey, you're going to be there.
Oh, I definitely will be there. I don't miss a convention.
We're glad to have it. Are you going to be a guest at the in-person Matt Wilson weekly kickoff show?
Well, if you're letting me be here with you guys tonight, I can only hope that I get to hide in your suitcase again and maybe bring a little surprise onto the show, too.
Well, now I'm a little creeped out. Based on some of our pregame conversation, I don't know if I want any of your surprises. Williams back to pass. Oh, that was nearly picked off by the same linebacker who had it picked off on the very first throw of the game by Williams. Couldn't haul that one in. 3rd down and 10.
He's just got Williams is having such rushed throws.
Yeah.
It's been like this all game, right? And it's 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and long, and they've only completed 3 total passes this game, if I'm not mistaken. And I just don't think the chance of them completing a 4th one is very high.
3rd down, Williams, deep drop, throws deep over the middle into triple coverage, and that one is also incomplete. Trying to get it out to Daisy Peace, and she can't haul it in. 4th down.
I think Gerald right there was trying to do the reverse broadcaster curse. Say something bad and hope something good happens.
I don't know if that's exactly what I was going for, but I'm not gonna lie. I just don't have confidence in the Philadelphia passing game right now, and I don't think it's Philadelphia so much as it is San Jose putting them in a situation where they have to rush throws.
The Polar Bear on the return. Flag on the play, and an injury for Philadelphia as Eaton Moss, one of the 2 free safeties, is down on the ground. Up on his feet now, but nursing his way to the sideline. Let's check the flag. And they're going to call that a clipping call. Illegal block in the back. And that'll back San Jose up just a bit. We get another look.
Yeah, and this actually just helps. Oh, wow. That was so blatant.
38 shoving down 38. He's like, why you steal my number? I'll show you.
It's very likely what it was.
Petty little disputes.
Of all people he had to get in front of, he had to get in front of that guy.
Yep. Could have blocked anybody, but no. You get upset when you see other players wearing number 7, Mickey?
Well, I have to run in the back, so I don't get a chance to hit them all the time. But yeah, I do. That's my number. I'm double M7.
Rainstorm with a very impressive run, getting it up to the 27-yard line and picking up the first down for San Jose. Really, at this point, Gerald, it just seems like this is San Jose's, game for the taking. All they have to do is just play mistake-free football. They've got a 10-point lead, and Philly hasn't shown that they can even score. That only touchdown coming from a pick 6.
Yeah, and I was actually just about to mention that them getting backed up where they were actually puts Philadelphia in a good position defensively to be able to stop them and then get the ball back in good field position here on the first run, and Rainstorm goes for about 15 plus.
And
what?
Bismarck right off to the races, mistake-free and then some, as he gets all the way up to the 36-yard line before finally being brought down. But a huge pickup by San Jose. 2 impressive runs in a row.
A great run there by Wright. He's turning around. He got hit a few times here and jumping over defenders and just saw green. Just doesn't look like he had the stamina to get him all the way down into the end zone, but still a great pickup there by Bismarck Wright.
Bismarck Wright with 12 carries, 78 yards, averaging 6.5 yards per carry, has a rushing touchdown. An impressive day for Wright. First down and 10 from Philly's 35-yard line. Going back down to the ground, but Rainstorm losing a yard on the play. And Gerald, if San Jose is able to get a touchdown on this drive, it could be game over, and it's only, I should say, the third quarter.
I think if they get a field goal, it's almost in danger of it just being game over. And just to think, just 3 plays ago, San Jose was actually backed up on their own 14-yard line and hit or at the 36 of Philadelphia right now and threatened to push the ball even further.
Cover up top, picking up a few. 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 6.
Now, even if San Jose does score here, I don't think the game is just out of reach. We have seen teams come back from behind so many times in both the minors and the SFL that Philadelphia will still have a chance. They just have to figure out what to do with their offense.
Oh, another interception picked off by Jimmy Burgett, trying to get Philly back in this one. So no more points were scored by San Jose. So that whole topic of conversation doesn't even matter. No, Philly back in control.
And I feel like it would have been a best case scenario if Burgett would have took it back for a pick 6, because I don't have the confidence in the Philadelphia offense right now to mount a drive down to put any more points on the board, because every time they've gotten down in and around that area, their drive either stalls or they turn it over or something like that. So I mean they're going to have to prove it to me that they can actually sustain a drive and get some points out of all offensively.
Yeah, for sure. 1st down and 10 for Philly. Williams to throw over the middle and incomplete. We're going to see a pass interference call, I think, Gerald, and something finally going Philadelphia's way.
Yeah, and that coverage there on Daisy Peace, I believe it was. She was out there looking for something, and she kind of got mugged the whole time going down there and didn't even have an opportunity to catch the ball. So that's a real good. Hey, that's just as good as a completion.
Sure is
for them.
But another low pass. We've seen a few of Brock Williams' passes tonight, only getting to the feet of the receiver. He's got to get him up a little bit higher.
He's definitely off his game tonight. That's for sure.
1st down and 10 from the 44. Hands that one off to Brennanstall. Picks up 2. 2nd down and 8.
I would love to see Philadelphia get across the 50-yard line. Gerald mentioned it before. They were over the 50-yard line for the first time on offense just a couple of drives ago, and then they got stalled and got pushed back to the other side, to their own side. So I'd love to see them get over the 50-yard line and just try to mount a drive here.
I would be confident they can get down there, but they don't even have like a quality kicker on their squad. A quality kicker on their squad is to get them closer to field goal range to even do it. But they haven't even gotten to field goal range with their offense yet. And that's got to get them closer to their opponent's 30-yard line, right? And Mickey knows. I mean, he's a kicker that's made some really, really important kicks in his day in the SFL. So he knows how important it is to have a leg like he has, and this team just doesn't have one.
Another 3rd down and long coming up. Williams trying to convert. Gets the pass in the middle of 3 defenders. King Alexander gets the catch and gets the 1st down.
Great catch there. Finally on the other side of the 50-yard line with some room. Just a great catch there by King Alexander over the middle right when they needed the most. Right in the middle of 3 white jerseys. Being able to watch the ball. Great pass there by Brock Williams so he could catch the ball. And now big 1st down here for the Cougars.
And that was the first time I think I've seen in a very long time a receiver having some space, separating from the defenders and finding himself open. And Brock Williams was able to hit him that time.
About 10 yards away from field goal range for Philly. Williams gets it down to Brennanstall. Brennanstall trying to stiff arm a defender, picks up 3. Tackled in bounds, and the clock will continue to roll. Still a whole quarter left to go in this game, but it feels like time is short for Philly based on how slowly they've moved down the field in this one.
Yeah,
so
and Mickey, mentioned earlier he wanted to see Brennanstall on the outside like that, getting him some space. Oh my God!
Oh, King Alexander, 1st down and goal.
Oh, King Alexander coming in clutch there. What a great grab. Thrown a little behind him and just was able to adjust his route to be able to catch the ball. First and goal. It's the first time the Cougars have seen the red zone all game.
4 receptions, 95 yards now for Alexander. Been having a big night individually, trying to help Philly find the end zone. Last play of the third quarter. Williams throws, end zone just shy. Caught by Daisy Peace. And second down and goal will be how we end the third quarter and start the fourth. 3 quarters in the books. 10 minutes remains here from Philly. You're watching the Simulation Football Minor League on YouTube.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
I'm Mike Daggs along with Gerald Smith and Mickey Malillo. Cameron Irvine, our producer, back at SFL Studios. Philly trying to cut into San Jose's lead right here. Williams hands it off. Brennan Stahl, end zone, touchdown, Philly. And just like that, we've got a 1-score ball game.
And that's what Philly needed. They're now an extra point away from just being down by a field goal. Gerald mentioned it before that they really don't have a solid kicker, but as long as they get close enough, even their rookie kicker will be able to tie up this ball game. All Philly has to do now is be able to hold the flight like they have so far this entire half to nothing and be able to drive down the field like they just did.
And Gerald, you said you wanted to see an actual sustained drive by Philly. We just saw one there. You know, they got the interception. We were talking on San Jose's last offensive possession about how if they scored another touchdown or possibly even a field goal, it could have spelled the end of this game for Philly. But instead, the Philadelphia defense gets the pick and the offense finally able to score. And it's a completely new ball game now.
Yeah, and what they did, you actually had Brock Williams that seemingly throw with a lot more confidence in him, right? And able to look and find the open, receivers in the field. And guess what? And I do believe he either matched or surpassed his completions on the game on just that one drive.
I think he did. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production. We're the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Let's see what San Jose can do. We've seen multiple interceptions thrown by both of these quarterbacks. And like I said, if San Jose plays mistake-free ball, they could come away with their first win on the season. But they've made some mistakes this second half. Covert tosses it up top, gets it into Bismarck's hands. There's a fumble, and it is recovered by San Jose. They dodged a bullet on that one.
A very huge bullet as he goes out there. I don't even think the defender even saw it. Burgett got stumbled backwards. He was a guy who could have probably potentially jumped over, his opponents while he was laying on the ground, but instead he stumbled back and allowed the offensive lineman to pick it up. That's very, very huge for San Jose and a missed opportunity for Philly.
If Philly had recovered that, they'd be almost in game-tying field goal range. But San Jose maintains possession of the ball and 5 yards picked up by Rain Storm.
And you got to give it wasn't a lineman, Gerald. It was actually Isaac Covert. He was following the play over. He was the one who recovered the fumble to save this drive.
Wow, what a play by your quarterback following the play.
Big third down for both of these teams. Covert rolls out left. It's worked well for him so far. Throws. That one is caught in traffic and keeps this drive alive. The Polar Bear getting the catch, moving the chains.
Oh, the Polar Bear coming up big here, but you got to give credit where credit is due to the left tackle of the flight there. He just laid out the defensive end to be able to give Isaac Covert time to find the Bear over the middle of the field for that first down.
I'm giving Covert props for having the stones to throw that one. J.J. Bailey's picked him off twice and was in tight coverage on the Bear.
And that's the second time I've actually seen Connor O'Shaughnessy get leveled by the left tackle of the San Jose flight.
Covert rolls out right, or excuse me, left again. And pressure coming from Philadelphia's right-hand side. Still able to get the completion. 2nd down and 7. Final minute to go in Albuquerque as the Adams are stomping the undefeated Chicago Warriors 42-20. Chicago getting served up their first ever minor league loss. They'll go to 9-1 on their franchise history.
Would you say that the Adams went nuclear on Chicago?
I see what you did there. You
Yeah.
crafty guy.
I would concur.
Yeah.
That's a
Bismarck right.
That's a fancy word I figured out the other day.
Concur.
Concur.
Oh,
That means you agree.
I'm aware of what it means. I think you learning new words in the Great North. Love it. Billy getting the defensive stop they needed. 4th down and 2. San Jose will punt, and now Philly has the opportunity to actually at least tie this game, if not take their first lead of the ball game on this next possession. Have you ever wanted to be a play-by-play or analyst broadcaster? We are looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you to join the team for the minor league season. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call.
You have like a few people on the call.
Well, sure.
They can sign up today and they can be on a broadcast next week.
They sure could, yeah. And the Chicago Albuquerque game, we've got a new guy on play-by-play tonight. Signed up about a week ago, and here he is. So if you don't like this game, go tune in and listen to the new guy. You only got another about 30 seconds to do so, though. So hurry up and then come back. Williams down to the bottom. And look at that! Oh, King Alexander. That's I think that's the play that they've been trying to do all game long. Finally, it works. Quick pass, catching Alexander in stride, picking up a 1st down.
Rob Williams does have that quick trigger. He can throw the ball quick. The problem was for 3/4 of the game, when he did fire right after getting the snap, he was off target. But somehow, way, shape, or form, in this 4th quarter, his target's been on, and specifically to King Alexander, who's been his main target now in the 4th quarter.
Williams up top. Picking up a nice chunk of yards there. 2nd down and 3. And they had a nice sustained drive last time, Gerald, and looking to get another one going here. So far, so good.
Where was this for like the majority of the first 3 quarters? It's almost like they're completely different teams. Like they found confidence in themselves.
Pitch to Brennan Saul gets the 1st down. Clock rolling with 6 minutes to go. But a fresh set of downs for the Cougars.
I guess Gerald was right. No cheese whiz on their cheesesteak. That maybe that's what it was. They just had something in the bottom of their gut, and it finally came out, and now they're coming out on the field and showing us what they're made of.
Just enough time for a bathroom break at halftime. That got the job done. That one tried to get it out to McGill. I don't think he was quite ready for that pass. Falls to the turf, 2nd down.
It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play this right here. You're down 3. Look, and we've seen it, right? We've seen it last week, and we've actually seen it this week out of Philadelphia, that their defense has kept them in games, and their offense just last week found a way to win and actually had toward the end of the game, had, Brendan Stahl actually take over the game. So, we're going to see how they're going to go down because they're not in pass-first mode right now with them only down 3 points.
Williams, short drop, quick pass, up top. One-handed catch with a spin. That's the nice hands catch. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with Mickey Melillo in it, SFL 4K 23. Mickey, how about that catch?
That wasn't just a one-handed catch. He was getting hit while he caught it and got helicoptered and did a 360. It was a fantastic catch there by King Alexander.
Brennan Stahl picking up yards. Look at that. It's like they just. Do you think they were just, I don't know, playing soft all game so they could get here in the fourth quarter and just put it all out on the field now? This is some serious offense.
Yeah, it is, and it's strange because it's the same team we've been seeing. It's almost like the defense. It's almost like the defense ate a different meal than what the offense ate. It's like, yeah, we're just sick and just fumbling around all over ourselves on offense, and the defense is carrying us, and now the offense is actually starting to pull their own weight.
Frank Udon with the 2-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1. Maybe the offense was eating cheesesteaks with Cheese Whiz, and the defense, you know what they had? Soft shell crab, baby.
Soft shell crab. See, Mickey, you need it. Gives you superpowers.
Chaw, man.
I thought it was the neck roll that gives me superpowers.
Yeah, imagine having a neck roll and a soft shell
neck
crab
roll
in your
and
belly.
your pre-game soft shell
Big
crab.
3rd down and 1. Brennan Stahl picks it up easily. Gets inside about the 30. Mickey, you're the kicker. Are they in field goal range here?
I don't think just yet. I think they need at least the 26-yard line to be in field goal range at this level. But all they need is 4 more yards, and they'll be able to tie up this ball game at a bare minimum.
Just a few yards away. Williams under center. Alexander in motion down to the slot. At the bottom of your screen. Split backs in the backfield. Williams to throw. Goes over the middle and finds his target. May as well wait till the end of the game, Ben Shaw K, but you got to catch and you got a first down now. They are in field goal range for sure, but they're looking to that end zone. They don't want to tie this one up, Gerald. They want to take the lead.
And they're actually doing it like it's on point. It's almost like Brock Williams had somebody else. He must have pulled somebody out of the stands to play the first 3 quarters of the ball game for him because they just looked like absolute trash. But here it is, the last few seconds of the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter. He's actually playing like the quarterback we saw last week.
Short drop, quick throw. That one scared me a little bit. Listen, it's been an impressive couple of drives in a row, but I don't know. You only can go to the well so many times before something bad might happen.
Big thing here is that if Philly scores here, they're going to leave a lot of time on the clock for San Jose to get a chance to just score right back and then take the ball game back over.
2nd down and 10 from the 13. Williams throws incomplete. Alexander kicking himself right now. That one was dropped.
That was a very low pass there by Brock Williams, though. I mean, Alexander.
We've seen a few of them.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them today, but King Alexander had to bend almost to the ground to try to catch that ball. So you got to put the blame on Brock Williams for being off target.
I don't know, man. We seen King Alexander make one-handed hitting helicopter catches.
And then misses that one.
Yeah.
5-step drop now for Williams.
Oh, what a route!
Jumping one-handed catch right there. Brennan Stahl working his way downfield, getting the Cougars a 1st down and goal.
Brennan Stahl, not only can he do it on the ground, but catching the ball in the air, too. What a fantastic grab over the middle, taking advantage of that zone defense right there. And an overthrown ball. He leaped and had the one-hand catch that. Just a great job there by Brennan Stahl.
1st and goal from the 1.5-yard line. All right, 1 3/4 yard line.
1.75 yards?
Exactly. See? Now you're getting it. 3 minutes
4.5 feet
to go in the ball game. How many meters? Oh, wide open touchdown Cougars, and they take the lead.
Great job right there. Philly just all game long hasn't been able to drive the ball, but their defense were the only ones that put points on the board. But here we are, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. They take the lead back, and on that 1.75-yard pass, or the, let's call it 6 meters that it took for you, Gerald, to get into that end zone. They still got there, put 6 on the board, and now they take the lead, and they are up by more than just a field goal. San Jose has to put a touchdown on the board to take the lead.
Yeah, and what I don't think San Jose expected right there was, McGill to come off of that fullback position right there and actually to find himself open. They were fully expecting them to run up the middle with Brendan Stahl, and what they did, they had the perfect play call for what the defense had set up, and it resulted in the 6 points and a 4-point lead for them late in the 4th quarter.
Cables McGill, only one touchdown in season 8. Already has one here now in week 3. Had one reception for 11 yards last week in their win over Pittsburgh. Gets the touchdown here late in the fourth quarter to give Philly their first lead of the ball game. Mickey, it felt like this could be a rout by San Jose as they scored on their opening possession, got a pick on the very first offensive play by Philly, turned that into the touchdown as well. 14-0 lead, 5 minutes into the first quarter, and now looking up at the scoreboard, down 4.
And what's amazing is that San Jose hasn't put any points on the board this entire half. Philly came out and their defense has been strong. So this is going to be a tough drive for the flight to be able to get down the field.
We'll start with a run by Rainstorm. Nets only a 1-yard game, and Ben Bowman bringing them to a stop. Gerald, time becomes a factor at some point. They're back way up in their own territory, down 4, 2.5 minutes to go. They do have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but at some point they got to pick it up.
Yeah, they are going to have to pick it up, and they've actually been outscored 21-3 since they were up 14-0 early in the first quarter.
Home to Reynolds this time. A nice pickup, gets it all the way up to the 30, call it the 34.5-yard line, 3rd down and inches.
And I don't know what Reynolds was doing right there. If he just kept on driving straight towards up the field, he would have gotten the first down, but he just turned to the side to try to make a move, and he just came up a little bit short.
They don't have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they do. And they do. And he's bottled up behind the line and brought down. 4th down and 2. And what do they do here? Golden gets the tackle for a loss. 4th and 2. Do they go for it? Do they punt? What do you think, Gerald?
I think they have to go right here, right? I mean, they can actually punt it, but the way that Philadelphia's been moving the ball, and we know how Brendan Stahl can close a game, I don't think you can chance it right here. And they're actually taking my advice, which is not very good advice, actually, because I don't have a good track record at it. But they're actually going for it right here, which I think is a good plan.
Now they lost over 2 yards on that last carry. Let's see what they can do here. Delayed handoff. Can he get it? No! Stuffed! And Philly takes over on downs.
Oh, that's a huge blow for San Jose, who's been dominant this entire game with the exception of this quarter. They were handing the ball off, and right there, you had Bismarck Wright. We called his name all first half, and he was the workhorse. And he just got stuffed right there on 4th and 2 when they needed him the most.
And this is where I think San Jose is going to have to key on Brennan Stahl and Udon at the running back position and make sure they don't pick up any yards to be able to get the ball back right here. Or at the very minimum, only force a field goal.
Defense gets into the backfield and gets the tackle for a loss. San Jose will burn their first timeout of the second half.
Gerald, I'm actually going to disagree with you. I think what San Jose has to do is shadow King Alexander here. He's been the main target for Brock Williams this entire half, and I think if they shadow him and try to get a turnover here with another pick, I think that's what they need to do.
Discontention in the booth.
We don't concur.
See if we ever invite him back, huh?
Look, I don't think they're going to put the ball in the air. They might, but I don't think they're going to put the ball in the air.
Now this one stays down onto the ground. Brennan Stahl stiff-arming a man into the turf, gets up to the 30. San Jose burns timeout number 2, and a 3rd down coming up.
That's worth a chaw and a chaw.
Chaw and a half right there.
A whole man right there pushing down another guy. He wants it.
I'm surprised he didn't go down with a broken jaw after that stiff arm.
Third down and 6.5 since we've been oddly specific all game long. Pitch down to the bottom. Brennan Stahl stiff-arming one defender, trying to get past 2, and he can't do it. Picks up a couple yards, but gets forced out of bounds. 4th down and 5. And Mickey, I think they're just outside of field goal range here.
I think so too. I don't think the rookie kicker just has enough leg in him just yet to be able to put 3 on the board.
And they are indeed going to punt this one to try to pin San Jose back deep and make it extremely difficult. A field goal does San Jose no good. They need a touchdown. One of these teams will come away with a win in regulation. Polar Bear taking the knee in the end zone.
Why would the Polar Bear even catch it? And another thing, on the last play, Brendan Stahl, I know he's young, but he has to understand the situation.
Yeah,
Do
get down in
not go
bounds.
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Fall inbounds. Make them utilize those timeouts that they have, which they only have one left. So I think that could come back to bite them, but we're going to see how San Jose is going to play it here.
Any turnover at this point would be a win for Philly. San Jose has to play mistake-free here on out. Pass nearly picked off right there.
Mike, no broadcaster curse for San Jose. Come on. I mean, that was just an ill-timed throw there by Covert. I mean, he should not have thrown that ball. Yes, this is passing situation for the next 89 seconds, but he's got to be smart with that ball, not put it into the hands of a black jersey.
Burgett almost had another pick. I do believe Burgett had a pick early on in the game. Almost had another one there.
Covert smartly dumps it down to Rain Storm. And Gerald, do you like that call, huh?
I do like that call. That's been one of their more successful plays that they've had all game long on their first drive, and Mickey's been a fan of it as well. He even kind of mentioned to get maybe, Philadelphia, then we're struggling, something like that to happen with them. Throw it out in the backfield, put your guys in space. And the way that they've been playing it with the man coverage that Philly's been playing, I think that actually serves them. Get those defenders down the field and then just dump it right up underneath. They have the time.
4-down territory here, but a big third down coming up for the Flight. Covert rolls out right, throws over the middle. A Polar Bear can't haul it in, and this could be the ball game. 4th down and 3. They either need to pick up the first down or it is game over, Mickey.
Oh, absolutely, and I think they have to stay with the air. I think they should throw the ball. Don't put it on the ground. We saw what happened last time when you tried to give it to Wright. He just got stuffed. They're going to be looking for Bismarck Wright. Throw the ball. Do that little swing pass that's been working all game. You've been picking up 7 yards each time.
Covert for the game, and it's intercepted. A one-handed interception, returning it all the way back to the 10-yard line, and that is how the Cougars will get the win on the night, clawing back from behind and finally getting the lead late in the fourth quarter, getting the interception and sealing the victory in front of their hometown crowd.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking for San Jose, who looked great for 3 quarters of the game. And just this last quarter, they couldn't do anything. And now, Philly has the ball. They're inside the 10-yard line with 1st and goal. All they have to do is take a couple of knees, and this ball game's over.
And I do think that I'm going to give the game ball right here for Philly to the entire defense. After they got down 14-0 within the first 5 minutes of the game, they only allowed 3 points, had 2 or 3 interceptions, put their offense in situations to have chance after chance after chance, and they had confidence when I even didn't have confidence in their offense to be able to move the ball and get down there, get them points, and get them the lead. And here they are right now. I give the game ball to the defense because they're the ones who actually put their offense in the chance to succeed.
And not only the defense, but even more specifically, maybe Miranda Dumas, who showed up at halftime, and I'm telling you, that's when things turned around. As soon as she showed up to the game, everything got better for Philly.
Yeah, look, she said she was sharing the screen with Jared. No,
Yeah.
You got to be independent.
He's on offense.
We live in the modern age now, man.
Yeah,
we
there's
got
enough
to be
screens to go
independent.
around.
Yeah.
Right.
Just take it. Do your own thing. And guess what? She kind of led the defense in the second half, be crazy strong, got them whipped into shape, and offense scored points.
Season 9 of the minor league continues Wednesday, June 5th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Nashville and Pittsburgh, a rematch of last season's semifinal, plus coverage of Lexington, Chicago. Then at 9 p.m. Eastern, Philly heads to Albuquerque, and San Jose hosts Bossier City. Come back next week for more SFLM action right here on YouTube. Gerald, your final thoughts on this one?
I just think, like I said, I just said earlier, like I do think it's a lot to do with this Philadelphia defense putting, the pressure on San Jose to actually beat them, and they weren't able to do it.
That is your final 21-17. The Philadelphia Cougars looked down and out. We even said that they might be done in the third quarter, but no, they claw back from behind, get the win. Mickey, your final thoughts on this one as we look at the final stats?
Well, you got to give it up to Philly. You can't count them out, and they just proved that today. They turned around, looked horrible throughout most of the game, but when it counted most, their offense came up big, their defense came up big, and it just goes to show you can't count the Cougars out until it's triple zeros on the clock at the end of the fourth.
Brock Williams, Gerald, you said he starts off slow and he gets hot later. Definitely started slow in this one, maybe even a little slower than normal, but certainly turned things on in the fourth quarter. Really, you look at the scoreboard there up at the top, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and it was back-to-back impressive drives. One of them coming off an interception. Those points off turnovers ended up getting them the win.
And just imagine if Philly actually puts together an entire game with that type of offensive set that we know that Williams can do, like the way he kind of closes games. I think they have a closing type offense. If they can do that from start to finish, they might be the best team in the league.
San Jose falls to 0-3 on the season. Philly improves to 2-1. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football Minor League on YouTube. Philly gets the win, 21-17. For Gerald Smith, Cameron Irvine, Mickey Malillo, and Matt Wilson, who's always with me in spirit, I'm Mike Daggs. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have a great night.